Okay, hello and welcome to this next video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add a moving character or creature as a jump scare in your map. For this, what you're going to need is a trigger, teleporter, speaker, and you'll need to build a little room or hallway, whatever you prefer. And what you're going to need to do is be able to copy that, and you can paste it anywhere on the map, but you're going to need a copy of the exact room or hallway, every detail, everything in it, for each time that you want your creature or person to move. What I've got here is just an example, and just a simple room, and what I've got is the teleporter already in place, so that when I copy this, the teleporter will be copied as well. And what you would do is just pull out your phone gadget, and for me it's push right on the D-pad to select, and I would just go through and copy everything in the room, including the teleporter. And don't need that, but copy all that, and then just copy it, and you would just take it to wherever you're able to on your map where you got a little spare room. And you see here, I've already pasted it up 3 times because I want to do 3 moves. And that way, in each version, everything's in the exact same place, and the teleporter is also in place. Then, after you have your rooms built, you're going to want to set up your trigger and your teleporters. Your trigger will go in the doorway of each room just like this, right under each of the teleporters. And the way you're going to want to set this up is when you go into the first room, the main room part of your map, it's going to trigger and teleport you to the second room. And as soon as you appear there, you'll hit the trigger, and that'll cause you to go on to the third room. When you get to the third room, you'll hit the trigger, and that'll cause you to return back to where you started. And let me show you here. We'll go in here. You can see I've got this teleporter set up on channel 4. Or I'm sorry, this trigger set up on channel 4. And that's going to match up then with the first copy. And what we're going to do is in your teleporters, I always mark them to group, none, enabled during all, rift visible, no, visual effects, no, play sounds, no, conserve momentum, I just leave that yes, face player and teleporter direction, I just leave that alone as well. Maintain relative position, yes. Teleport to when receiving from. This is the setting you want to use so that when you hit the trigger, it causes you to teleport. In this case, the trigger I had set up in the previous room is on 4, so this transport or teleporter is on channel 4. And then of course this trigger is on 5. And this teleporter is on 5. This next trigger under it is on 6. So in the room above, that teleporter is on 6. And the trigger under it is on 7. And of course then, back here, this teleporter is on 7. And that's how you're able to do that. You just set it up with simple trigger and teleporter, using that teleport to when receiving from. And then once you have your rooms ready to go and your teleporters in place, you can add in speakers that are hooked in there to give sounds when you teleport into the room as well. And that's what I've done here. If you look inside here, you can see we've got a speaker right here set up. And then this is my little guy that I made real quick. Just slapped a pumpkin on a gnome, made him big, and that's what's going to jump around the room as you teleport through. It's a real easy mechanic. The hardest part is making sure you don't forget to place the transporter before you make the copies, and that you have room for the room or hallway to be reproduced multiple times on your map. If you're not making a big world map or you have extra space, you can do this. You could even, in a pinch, I'm sure most people know this, if you go below the map a little bit, you can use the space down here too before you even go in the water. So there's options on places to put it. But that's how you set it all up. And what we're going to do now, we'll just go ahead and start this game. And now as soon as I go into this room, I'll step in here and hit the trigger and it'll all start. And back where it started. And that's it. And that's how you set up to have a moving character or creature. It's not really that difficult. It's just you have to have the extra space to do the extra rooms. You could do even more. You could also, besides having the creature or a person move, you could have the furniture flip upside down, flip onto the wall. There's a lot of possibilities of way you could use this. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and drop a like. Thanks.